Yo, chat. Yo, chat. I just bet 100% Twitch is glitchy. But it's alright, though. It's alright. Charlie. Yo, drop a follow map, try it out. Okay, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the follow. Chat. Appreciate the follow. Chat. Bro, we gotta wait 4 freaking hours for the update, Jay. I want a clip today. We have definitely some clips. We'll show you 2 clips. And plus I have to make a clip. So I just start with. And it's like. Yo. Somebody's literally by me, gang. I don't know. And my game kind of feels glitchy, bro. Watch my game. And I'm funny. Holy sh. Do I need to restart my PC, bro? It's like struggling to stay on it. Certain. It seems like a struggle. That's how you feel? But yeah, he the first. I didn't. Chat! Y'all were trying that hard. I'm trouble chat. But chat. My game is actually struggling. That can't be a problem. Keep an eye on chat. Chat, remind me to keep an eye on chat, bro. Alright, come on. Oh, golden. Oh my God, chest check. God, chest. I was literally in front of a tree, but stopping my visibility. Oh my God. I do not have that much ammo to aim right now. Sorry. Present. About to say hi. What the Fortnite, y'all game is a scam game. Back up here. Back up here, Chad. Back up here. I gotta keep chopping, Chad. I gotta win by being on the wall. Oh my God, who is that? Ah! I'm getting that guy back, bro. Why am I getting double teamed? These are some freak. Tap. Right here. Got him. Kidding?
Anything you need, I'll get that. Let me take the lead, don't sweat that. You wanna eat, I'll get that. Move the feet, I'll let that. Anything you need, I'll get that. Let me take the lead, don't sweat that.
Chad, what was that, dude? Chad. Second. That was a quick game, I ain't gonna lie. We're boosting even. Chad, we're literally over. It is. We can be better. We can be better. I don't have that much. That. Chat. Face ass.
You got a dog in you?
Oh my
I
god.
got a dog in me.
Oh my
I'm
god,
okay. I haven't done yet.
I gotta get out of here, bro.
Give me out.
Now I
Give
can
me
see
out.
what's going on.
Give me out. We reached such a little herd.
Chad.
I need to die.
I gotta move that, bro.
God, what have you done?
Shut the fuck up. Still got Shit popping out. Shit popping. Chat. I'm ass right now. Chat, yes, I will be back for the power. Sure. Chat, yep. Good. What the? Chat, anyway, I just did that. Chat. Can you drive? If you can drive this, bro, this actually be wild. That's scared the shit. Damn. Oh, MK. Trap. Get that iron pump. Oh, MK7 finally got a freaking Greenland chain game. Oh, not on my watch. God, bro. I don't want to push it. Put golf course back in the game? Get out the front. Why does he keep going to the sniper, bro? Yeah, that guy. Crazy, chat. I'm freaking crazy. Where's that other guy, dude? Chat, where's the other guy? That guy in my Lambo, bro, almost had him. If I would have blew the car up, bro, the thing would have stopped going to the fucking sniper. I would have had that guy. If I would have had 6 shockwaves, I would have chased that guy with the nail, bro. I need some more shockwaves or mobility or something, chat, or something. Are you kidding me, bro? 2 freaking arc lightning guns, bro? Come on. Come on, Fortnite. Come on. Come on. It's low-key a scam. Chat. Bro. Wrong teammate, by the way. Chat, how am I not dead? It's camping. Camping. Camping in the big 22. This is a very big moment. It's only a few of us alive. Look, we gotta threaten them to get out. It actually might be a bad game. I was actually popping off. Chat, I was popping on. Bro, you literally have that backpack. Yeah, why that thing take so long? Get in there now. Hill. You need to find some hills, bro. Chop the floor. Let me hop on the mic. Bro, find some hills. Oh, yeah, slurp. Chop that slurp. Chop those slurps. Chop those slurps. Okay, revive me. Res me. Where's the... Got a reboot, man? Is there a reboot, man, chat? These guys are right in front of me. Go back. Take the mini. Take a mini. Oh. He has a golden sniper. I think I should. Oh, he's the last one alive too. I can handle that team myself. Like, Chad, I could low-key handle that team myself. Chad. I'll be right back. You're right back. Right back. Ah. Chat, let's. Chat, what y'all trying to do? They're trying to do. So I just took the time. The little clean look click, chat. That's all the clean. Clean look click. Got clean look click like that. Go to YouTube. Then burst right back to Fortnite. What should we watch, chat? What should we? Or should traffic light failure? What? Oh yeah, I used to always watch them, the NBA and stuff like that. Fredo, yep, I used to watch that too. Phantom, yep. Oh yeah, I had to hang this up outside. Not specifically that, but like a ring floodlight camera. I had to some videos how to do it. Comp setup. Drumming, yep, I used to watch that. His dream. Dang. Dude, you had it good, bro. You had it good, gang. Let's see.
What's going on, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, man, we finna see some savage fights by predators. I'm talking about savage predators. The ones that you be like, man, when you're a kid and you sit in the room like, man, you think a gorilla could beat a lion? We fuck around, find out type shit. Real predators. Just looking at him like, bro, I'm finna tear your skelly ass up, for real. Your skelly ass is finna be skelly up. But yeah, before we get into the video, man, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe.
Disagreements, or simply over food. Have you ever seen a cheetah and leopard fight? How about a lion and tiger facing off? If you haven't, then strap in for a glorious ride. Today,
Chat.
Jaguar, not a just straight
Y'all
Jaguar.
see it premium. See some funny shit. Some funny shit. Chat, I might just end it here and come back to play some Fortnite. End it your train. Don't 200 pump the apartment, bro. Do not 200 the apartment. Yeah. Chat, I don't know what to watch. Just got off Fortnite. Just got off Fortnite.
It's 1913. You're driving along in your brand new Ford Model T. The roof is down, the sun is out, life is good, but you're running out of gas. Luckily, the world's first gas station just opened up around the corner, so you pull in and fill up your car in seconds. This was a brand new concept at the time, and it planted a seed that would go on to change the world. The car market exploded, and soon more than 150,000 gas stations had been built all across the country, giving people the freedom to travel like never before. Since then, gas stations went from being dangerous fire hazards at the side of the street to ultra-efficient pit stops, pumping out 3 billion gallons of fuel around the world every day. We modeled the entire thing to show you the hidden engineering behind gas stations, the 100-year quest to master them, and the incredible mechanisms that make them work. In order to understand how gas stations work today, we need to go back to a time before they even existed. Most people didn't have cars yet, but kerosene was being widely used to power lamps and stoves. To get it, you'd go to a hardware store where an employee would pour it straight into a can and sell it to you. When cars started coming along, the kerosene would go from the store into a can, and the customer would pour it into their car using a funnel. This was
Using a
slow
funnel?
and dangerous, and so there needed to be a safer and more efficient way to pour kerosene. That's when American inventor Sylvanus Bowser came up with the fuel pump. This was a hand-driven mechanism that squeezed kerosene from its container through a one-way valve and out of a nozzle on top. One full crank would dispense exactly 1 gallon of fuel. Soon, these pumps started being placed on city streets, allowing cars to be filled up conveniently by an attendant. But customers had no idea if they were actually getting all of the fuel they paid for. And so, a few years later, the visible fuel pump was invented. The attendant would first pump the fuel into a glass tank on top of the pump, measuring it to an exact amount. Then, by opening a valve, gravity would drain all of the fuel into the customer's car. These small curbside gas pumps worked well in the early days, when in 1900 there were only 8,000 cars in the whole US. But just 12 years later, that number increased to 1.2 million, and suddenly, cars were everywhere. Traffic jams started building up around every pump, and the small 50-gallon tanks couldn't cope with the demand. Worst of all, having all of the fuel stored above ground meant that things could go catastrophically wrong. And so, in 1913, the Gulf Oil Company opened up the first dedicated fueling station in Pittsburgh. Instead of a single pump, they placed a much larger storage tank underground and connected it to 6 pumps, allowing multiple cars to fill up at the same time. On its first day, it sold just 30 gallons of kerosene, but the word quickly spread, and by the end of the week, it was already selling 350 gallons per day for around 27 cents per gallon. Similar gas stations started opening up all over the country, and the car became the ultimate key to freedom. But by the 1920s, most cars had switched from kerosene to gasoline, since it burned more easily and was more efficient. But this caused a new problem: vapor. Kerosene had a flash point of 38 degrees, meaning that it wouldn't emit flammable vapor until it reached that temperature. But for gasoline, the flash point was negative 40 degrees, and so it was constantly emitting flammable vapor into the air. This vapor would build up inside the tanks and pollute the air whenever someone filled up their car. All it took was one small spark, and the customer would quickly become history. To learn about your own history, you can use MyHeritage, an online genealogy service that allows you to test your DNA, discover your family origins, and build your own family tree. With their Instant Discoveries feature and over 33 billion historical records, you can uncover incredible Peacetional 20th Battalion, a regiment known for its courage and sacrifice. Using MyHeritage's smart map that can restore, and some clever engineering had to happen. Up until this point, cars were always filled up by a trained attendant. But as competition started to rise, gas station owners were desperate to lower their prices. And
Go back. Let's go back, chat. We're gonna go back. Gas used to be 20-something cents, and now it's about to be $5. Mind you, this is over. Let's see. But like, come on. Hold on. Gas used to be under 30 cents, and now it's literally over $1 in today's world. Are you dead for real? In some cities, it's $5 probably. Yo, let's watch the whole video. Let's watch the rest of the video.
Started to rise.
That's a clip, chat. That's a clip.
Desperate to lower their prices. And so, in 1947, Frank Ulrich opened the first ever self-service gas station. By getting rid of the need for an employee, he was able to lower the cost of gas from 23 cents per gallon to just 18 cents per gallon, drastically undercutting the competition around him. But the idea of customers handling their own gasoline seemed dangerous, and so self-service stations were banned throughout most of the country. The problem was, customers had no clue when their tanks were full, and so gasoline would often spill out all over the gas station. That's when engineers came up with the automatic shutoff valve. This was a simple mechanical float placed inside the nozzle that would rise and shut off the flow of fuel once the car was full. But deep underground, there was still one huge problem. Inside the huge storage tanks, gasoline vapor would build up, forming a layer of flammable gas. When it came time to refill the tanks, the vapor would get pushed out into the atmosphere, creating an almighty fire hazard. On top of that, the steel tanks would corrode over time, leaking gasoline into the surrounding soil. Nowadays, these underground gas tanks are made from fiberglass and they have dozens of hidden engineering details that all go into making them safe. Here's how it all works. When a truck comes to refill the tanks every few days, it connects to a valve on the surface and gasoline starts flowing into the tanks. As the level within the tank reaches around 95%, a flapper valve flips up and stops the flow of fuel, making sure it can never be overfilled. To take care of the vapor, the truck connects to a second valve at the top of the tank. As the gasoline is pumped from the truck into the tank, the vapor exits through this secondary valve and gets pushed back into the truck. That vapor is then returned to the processing plant, cooled down, and turned back into usable fuel. When a customer goes to fill up their car, a pump placed at the bottom of the tank activates and starts sending gas up through a series of pipes and filters into the fuel line, leaking gasoline. Gasoline seemed dangerous, and so self-service stations were banned throughout most of the country. The problem was, customers had no clue when their tanks were full, and so gasoline would all rise, filled up by a trained attendant. But as competition started to rise, gas...
Hold on, wait a second. Gas used to be under 30 cents and that was $2? And over. Yo, that's crazy. Was this like a decade ago or something? Yo, that's crazy. So if this was like a gallon, is this 26 cents a gallon, right? So too. Gas used to be under $1 and now it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like what the? Yo.
Station owners were desperate to lower their prices. And so, in 1947, Frank Ulrich opened the first ever self-service gas station. By getting rid of the need for an employee, he was able to lower the cost of gas from 23 cents per gallon to just 18 cents per gallon, drastically undercutting the competition around him. But the idea of customers handling their own gasoline seemed dangerous, and so self-service stations were banned from glass, and they have dozens of hidden engineering details that all go into making them safe. Here's how it all works. When a truck comes to refill the tanks every few days, it connects to a valve on the surface and gasoline starts flowing into the tanks. As the level within the tank reaches around 95%, a flapper valve flips up and stops the flow of fuel, making sure it can never be overfilled. To take care of the vapor, the truck connects to a second valve at the top of the tank. As the gasoline is pumped from the truck into the tank, the vapor exits through this secondary valve and gets pushed back into the truck. That vapor is then returned to the processing plant, cooled down, and turned back into usable fuel. When a customer goes to fill up their car, a pump placed at the bottom of the tank activates and starts sending gas up through a series of pipes and filters into the fuel dispenser. From there, it flows into the fuel nozzle, which is perhaps the most interesting piece of the puzzle. Back in the day, this would have been a simple valve releasing gas into the car. Now, it's a mechanical work of art that makes it impossible to overfill a car. As the fuel enters the nozzle, it pushes its way through a narrow opening. Small holes around the opening lead down a thin pipe to a small opening at the tip of the nozzle. As the fuel flows, a low pressure region forms here thanks to the Venturi effect. Because of this, air starts being sucked in through the narrow pipe and into the opening, where it mixes with the gasoline. Another tube, also connected to the narrow opening, leads to a small compartment containing a sealed membrane. This is where the magic happens. When the lever gets pressed, it pivots around here and opens up a valve, allowing fuel to pass through. But the only thing holding this part in place is a set of ball bearings. When your car is full, the fuel covers the hole at the top of the nozzle. This cuts off the flow of air being sucked into the system, and so the only other path to get more air is through the other tube. But it's completely sealed, and so this negative pressure sucks the air out of the sealed compartment, creating a vacuum and lifting up the membrane. The ball bearings are now free to drop, causing the whole lever system to fall, closing the valve and cutting off the flow of fuel.
And that was about $5.
After the 70s, cars became more efficient and required less trips to fill up. And so, the number of gas stations started to decline. But thanks to 100 years of engineering, gas stations became safe and mundane. Thanks to MyHeritage for supporting this video. Get 14 days for free using the link below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Music. Chat. Oh. Somebody. Chat, should I let her use them or she gonna break mine? They saying no. Chat, she broke hers, so should I let her use mine? How they break then? Bring my beats back. Alright, then how they broke? How else they break? They just stopped working? Tell me all that. So they like just they no, listen. Just now stop working. Alright, I know damn well she broke the beats. The beats ain't just randomly broke. Can this the room? I don't know. But he driving.
It's 1913.
Chat, this is like actually. Chat, yeah, that'll probably be the end of this stream. Stream, chat. Stream. But yeah, chat, it was a chill little stream. Watch the look. But yeah, chat, that'll probably be all for this stream. I was guys later. Yeah, chat. I'm gonna probably end it here. To the yeah, chat. Peace.